Oh, hey, guys, good here. Sorry, everybody. Let me just take it back and restart. Good morning, everybody, or good evening, depending on what side of the world you're on. Friendly neighborhood front office here. Another week, another sporting Mongo show for you all. Oh, welcome in, peeps. Everybody's doing swell today. It's Wednesday, November 8th. Okay. Uh, you know, it's been a wild week in sports. I don't care what fandom you're a part of, who you're repping these days. But if you're a fan, if you're an NBA fan, if you're a hockey fan, NHL, you got to be stoked. I mean, I guess there's a couple fan bases out there that might not feel that way, but at the very least, high level football was played this past weekend. You know, the hockey seasons are still getting started. They're still airing out the kinks a little bit for a couple teams, especially one of the ones I want to talk about today. No surprise, right? We're going to talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers today, just to make sure that we cover all of our bases. But before we dive into some betting related stuff and talk a little Browns, little Cavs, because we kind of want to wait for Nick for that. Because take us guess, everybody. Nick's not here on time. Shocker. I know you're shocked. Okay, just try to contain yourself. Don't worry. Don't get this show on the road, baby. But like I said, and I want to show something first that every mother needs to be aware of. I'm just gonna put it up. The minute I'm probably gonna know what the hell I'm gonna talk about. So if you guys don't know, former NBA superstar at one point in the league. I'm sorry, in one point in time, Dwight Howard was a force to be reckoned with. I mean, offensively, defensively, mostly defensively, but he definitely had a couple good years of offense there for a while. Dwight Howard was unstoppable in the NBA, right? Like, don't get it twisted. Legitimately unstoppable. Which I think is what makes the next part so surprising. He, in some court documents, it was leaked to meeting up with a guy and engaging in sexual acts. No big deal. You do what you want. You know, off the court, nobody should care what athletes are doing. I mean, within reason, like obviously there's a limit there, but something like their sexual matter on or off the court. But in the case of Dwight Howard, I just want to read some of this stuff. In case of Dwight Howard, it's a little bit more spicy than the rest of it. Check out this little meme down here. That's pretty good. Shout out GTA 6 coming to you maybe next year. I don't know. Hasn't been released yet, but I know the videos come. I think actually the video's coming next year, but we got a little bit of deets on it. Okay. Back to Dwight Howard. So it is described as being a freaky fantasization from Dwight Howard. And I'm just going to Howard admitted clothing essentially. Talking about claimed to be surprised by Dwight bringing out a man dressed as a woman. Okay. And further on its complaint, Harper says that the three had a threesome with Kitty, who was the man dressed as a woman, right? And and at it, touch Dwight, tried to touch Harper's leg, and stoked his anus through his Harper did not like that, told him to stop, and Dwight Howard came back with, "I'm gonna do whatever," and you're gonna now. I just like want to reiterate that Howard is a center in the NBA. He's damn near 7 foot. He's a big 7 foot. You know what I mean? He's not sugarcoating it at all. If Dwight wants to do it, I don't know what you're able to do to him. You know what I mean? Uh, he's gonna take over and just gonna have to deal with it. Um, yeah, dude. That I mean, chat. There's not a man, woman listening to this that would have the ability to stop Dwight Howard. Um, if he didn't want to stop. So the defendant stood up, grabbed Harper by the thighs, and pushed his underwear, held him down, and performed non-consensual oral sex on Mr. Harper. And of course, Mr. Harper was in fear of imminent bottom while he was pinned down and forced to remain in while the defendant continued to sexually assault him. And this is alleged, right? Not been leaked yet. But you know, I just want you to think about at one point getting forcibly touched by Dwight Howard because yeah, not gonna be much you're gonna be able to do about it. Yeah, you know, I just can't believe the story. I've been trying to get the boys to talk about this for a while, and you know, they didn't. I don't know. You thought say we're going to never turned around to it. Um, um, like I said, all I can do is try. Okay. Yeah, chat. If you haven't looked into it, you definitely need to. And of course, Dwight denies some of this stuff. But fun fact, wash out everybody. Um, yeah, you might wind up in a spot that you're not too fond of. Okay, real quick, let's NBA scores real quick. 51, 76ers over. Okay, Pacers looking good, interesting. Yeah, that game just started. Oh man, Spurs dropping another one. Yeah, dude. Oh, chat. I was here. I would love to talk about Wemby because that dude is insane. I cannot remember this love rookie coming out. Definitely since LeBron, I know it's been talked about a lot. And he looks like everything is advertised. I know he's had a couple rough shooting days, particularly last game, and perhaps the side of the board, he's just like legitimately a game changer. And on the offensive side of the board, he's fluid, moves well for his size. He's going to be a force in the league, and he looks like the real deal. Chat, being honest with you, Cavs game starts soon. Oh, look at that! Somebody's taking some freeze. I do have it on. I can't show that, unfortunately, but you know, just know that we are following in tune. Okay, thank you for this quick sports recap, everybody. Okay, let's talk about some lines. What do you think about that, chat? Let me remove those so we can actually see some of this stuff. Okay, let's put up a QR code so everybody can follow along. Week 10, low key, in case anybody's paying attention, your boys 2-0. Knicks 1-1. The Bucks lost last week. Houston a little too much. But chat. We are front office and in terms of picking the lines. So starting off week 10 on Thursday night, Carolina, Chicago. Over under is 40. Live is 38.5. Okay, so I actually dropped a little bit. Over under 38.5. Favoring Chicago by 3. And that kind of makes sense, really. Dude, I don't know what to talk. I don't know what to do with Bryce Young. If you're the Panthers, man, I used to him. You're going to give him the rest of this year, and you're going to give him next year for sure. But like, he doesn't look good, and he doesn't have good weapons. You know, the run game's actually picked up a little bit for Carolina. Like, looks okay ish, but they have a real problem on that side of the ball. The offense just can't get anything moving. Bryce is making rough decisions. He looks like he's regressed since the beginning of the year. Which, okay, he's a rookie, so you're going to have growing pains, of course. But interesting to see that season unfold. On the other side, the Bears, ho hum. I this is going to be back. I know he's like kind of practicing, sort of like he's at least there. Um, I mean, it seems like he's not been cleared. I read. Um, he's kind of like warming up in practice, and he might warm up for the game and stuff, but he's not actually playing. So that's you got Bajan again. I can't believe that Chicago's actually faced given you're playing your backup, but that's just a testament to how bad the Carolina Panthers are. I don't know. I don't know. I saw a stat or something maybe a week or two ago that like the vast majority of Thursday night, or actually I think it was all night games. So like Thursday night and Monday night footballs, are like hitting the unders like a ridiculous percentage of the time. So with that in mind, this seems like an ideal candidate for an under. Um, this could be a 16-10 kind of game, Chad. I got to be honest with you. 17-10. Yeah, you know what, Chad? I might take the under on this one just because of how bad these two teams are. Indy, moving on to the first slate game. This is okay. So we're back in Germany, right? So this is Indy, New England. It looks like they this over under 43. That's pretty average. My favorite Indy. I don't know, Chet. What do you think? Gardner can score. Mac Jones not score. Ugly. I'm staying away from that one. I'm also staying. Tennessee Tampa might be interesting. Tampa favored. And actually, Tampa is one of those teams that look at against. They do pretty well. I, I don't know, Chad. I mean, go with what you feel. Over under 30.5 right now. I expect this to be a defensive battle. It seemed like Vrabel said that we're going to have Levis again. So you can count on that, and the kids looked good. Really, last week was a little bit more of a step back, I think, than his first game. But I mean, his first game he threw 3 or 4, or something crazy like that. Uh, um, this might be a sneaky spot to make a I don't know. We'd have to ask our resident Titans fan about that. New Orleans, Minnesota. Gross. That's all I can say about this. I don't really want to watch Derek Carr. I don't know how the Saints are actually 5-4. Um, for the Vikings, I guess kind of makes sense. They had Kirk Cousins, right? This has been playing well. Um, New Orleans is favored, and I think this is this is the line that I would take. Um, I'd be happy to bet, um, lose the 2.5 and take New Orleans over Minnesota. I know that Josh had a wonderful game last week coming in, um, but you know the season still stands for itself. He's looked okay at times for the Cardinals, but he's also made some decisions. He's got a limited game. Um, I know, Chet. Roll with what you want. Um, okay, San Fran Jacksonville. This, I mean, early definitely. This is gonna be a good matchup, chat. I mean, over under 40. Live is 45.5. And they got Sanford, and if lived under rocks, San Fran started out of the season extremely hot, and they have looked awful the weeks. Just had their bio. Maybe they got to take a little break. Um, but it has. There's been brighter days. You know what I'm saying, chat? Definitely been brighter days. On the other hand, Jacksonville keeps playing. I wouldn't say they're lighting the world on fire. I think in my in everybody's head, stick a little much for what they've done this year. But you can't lie with the results, Chad. I mean, they're winning games. Trevor is doing enough. Travis at 10-8 looks like a monster. This is a start of a rough patch in their season, and yeah, I don't know about this one really. Whoops. Um, yeah, yeah. So that's gonna be a game this week. Definitely want to watch that one. Over to the Green Bay Pittsburgh game. This is one that I mean, I think you can bet. I really do. Pittsburgh, despite the woeful season they've had, is 5-3. They find a way to get it done. Um, I am shocked about that. I'll be honest with you. I don't think anybody, I don't know how you couldn't be shocked. Um, Low over under. They're only favored by 3. But Jordan Love has just looked pedestrian. He's down in the Dobbs tier. His Carr been playing like that. It's just not looking fantastic. Um, not definitely not he would have turned into. Um, I don't know. I'm not going to take that one. Um, I feel like Pittsburgh's going to win this game, but like 3 points. I don't know just how bad they've looked, Chad. I just not super confident in it. Moving on to the next two that we want to talk about. Uh, Game of the week. Your boy Browns versus the Baltimore Ravens, the rematch. The first time these two teams met, Deshaun was out. We just lost, or I'm sorry, we lost Nick Chubb. Did we lose him in this game? I don't remember. Yeah, it might have been game. Um, but man, chat, I like after what the Browns did last week, which hopefully we'll get to talk about in a little bit. Um, I'm excited for this one. Baltimore has been playing extremely well. They look like they're 7-2 rack. We just talked about who's that we were talking about, chat. Well, hell. Oh, the Jags. That's right. We're talking about the Jags, and we're like, they've been playing extremely well, but they don't feel like a 6-2 team. The Ravens are a 7-2 team. A team that's only lost 2 games. They're playing extremely well. The defense is lights out, just like the Browns. Lamar's getting it done. He's doing enough. In the passing game, definitely doing enough with his legs. He admittedly a lot like MVP Lamar. Maybe not as many big flashy plays, but yeah, Chad, he's a real deal. Oh hell, huh, look at this. Look at who decided to fucking come in this chat, and nobody can. It's okay. I actually tried to turn you on.
My God, dude, I've been here like 5 minutes, dude. I've been sitting here just watching you talk. Hopefully, we get to talk about the Browns. I'm like, we will talk about the Browns if you'd fucking let me in here.
Yeah, dude. What's up?
Sorry, dude. Do I sound like shit? Don't I sound like shit?
Yeah, you sound even from yesterday, you sound a little more coarse and
Dude, I don't know
not doing
what the
so
fuck
hot.
is going on here. It's all this bullshit. Dude, it's like getting down into like the 60s and 50s at night and then 80s during the day. I'm getting fucked up, dude. I don't like
Yeah.
it. And I took a little dibby dab on the way here and just to put a little cherry on top. I pulled the little dab stick out of the dab rig too fast,
Yeah.
and a little piece of hot wax dripped from the thing onto my big toe.
Oh, it's
Skin. I'm watching
fuck.
I'm watching this little part of my foot boil up right now.
Yeah, there it goes. We're gonna have to cut that bitch off.
Dude, fuck yeah. I love it. I love life, dude. Every day I wake up and put 2 feet on the ground and just go, "Thank you, Lord, for another day."
Dude, and you know what the best part is there's another one coming tomorrow.
Dude, I get to do it again tomorrow.
I know. It's the best thing
Fucking
since sliced bread.
lucky me. Dude, you know what the best thing is in sliced bread? The half loaf bread. Whoever
Oh,
decided that
baby.
you should start making half loaves, like, dude,
Yeah, dude.
congratulations. Very
100%.
good.
Because who fuck like honestly, unless you have a family, like
Who
1 or
needs a
2
full loaf
kids,
of bread,
that's
dude?
what I'm saying, dog. Like, how do you feel where it goes bad? How?
Exactly. You're
You
not.
don't. You're throwing it away.
You're
Or you're
always
saving like
throwing
the
some
ends,
away.
right? Like you're saving the ends,
Yeah,
like putting it in
dude.
the cookies or shit that you bake to keep it soft.
Yeah.
Like you don't actually eat it.
Dude, I every time and then you can get 2 different flavors. Like
Yes.
I always get like honey wheat and then I'll get like a Texas toast, you know what I'm saying, dude? Or something. Do a little mixy
For some
match.
French toast, maybe
Ooh, or some
Texas toast for the French
BLTs or just
toast.
what the
Oh yeah,
fuck else I want. Dude, I could just
that's what
eat
I'm
2
talking
pieces
about.
of fucking if I want to, I'll just put 2 pieces of Texas toast together dry, eat them. No, I can't. I can't do that. So
Savage, Mac. Yeah. So we talked
what
about
have I
Dwight
missed, dude?
Howard. We talked about Dwight Howard.
Dude, I
And
wish we could
his
have done that yesterday. I know. I was thinking about it all day today. I'm like, damn, you
we
asked
had
for it and
to.
we didn't bring it in.
Well, it's okay. It's no. We warned the chat. We said, listen, guys, if Dwight comes at you and says drop him, you don't have a choice, right? He's damn near
Yeah,
7
dude.
foot, 250, ripped, ex professional athlete. Like there's nothing that you're going to be able to do to stop him. And the chat, let him know, hey, this happens. Just be on the lookout. Try not to get caught in the corner.
Dude, he literally said
Good luck.
he said it's my business where I lay my meat is what he said.
Yeah, and you know what?
I love it,
He's dangerous.
dude. Yeah, dude, bang whoever you want. But that's the thing. Like, I don't think he under the problem with Dwight though is I don't think he understands that no one really cares that he's gay. It's the fact that he's like sexually assaulting people. Like, I think that's the problem here. I think the problem is that like Dwight's like, man, everybody's coming at me and this and that and this and that, and I'm like, there's just a big So there you go, and like, but what he's not understanding is that like there's like the guy who's calling him out is saying that he likes assaulted him. So
Right.
it's like
It's not the fact that you're gay or what you do
it's
like
not the fact that
outside.
you're a 7-foot bottom, dude.
Yeah, nobody cares, Dwight, or at least they shouldn't. And I definitely prefaced that with the chat. I was like, guys,
Yeah,
it does
we
not matter
definitely
his
think
sexual orientation.
it is
Nobody
funny
cares.
though, because he's been fighting it for a long time. That
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
boy, these I have been making this joke about Dwight Howard since I worked at the casino. Like me and my manager used to walk around, and I used to be like, damn. I'm like, can you believe Dwight Howard's a 7-foot bottom like this? And he would just die. Like, this has been a fucking rumor for years. And he just always acted like everybody's crazy. And like now that he had to like come out and admit it, it's like, dude, don't try to turn this around on us, Dwight. Okay?
Yeah.
You're the one out here putting it in little boys' booty holes that don't want it. They don't want it.
And why,
They
Dwight?
don't want you to touch their cock.
He told
Dwight?
you no, and you said, "Well, wait. I want to make
I
sure
think he
that
was
I get it
asleep,
right."
wasn't he?
No, the dude wasn't asleep. Apparently, Hart. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna read from that little text. So Harper said he asked Howard to stop,
Mm.
and instead of listening, Howard told him he was gonna do whatever.
Oh.
He was gonna like it.
Dude, he's gonna put his meat where he likes,
What the
whether
fuck
you
are you
like
gonna
it or
do?
not, baby.
Like I said, he's
Nothing.
7 foot, 275 pounds of muscle.
Yeah, I used to always tell people back in the day that if Brock Lesnar wanted to fuck you, like what are you gonna? I mean, and then I think, I think Joe Rogan ended up making a joke about it, but like
Probably.
talking about if he
He likes to
wants to
steal
fuck
jokes.
you, because I think he was at the show. I think he was like in the crowd, and he's like, if he wanted to fuck you, like there's nothing you can do. But dude, I feel like Jack and I were making that joke before Joe Rogan ever said it, because back when UFC. For Xbox 360, the game UFC 3 was around, where Vitor's getting front kicked by Anderson Silva on the front of it. One of the probably the best UFC game ever. Fuck was I gonna say? Oh, Jack used to only use. So I used to play it at Kyle's apartment, and then I used to play it on this kid named Elliot's Xbox out in Jack's college.
Yeah, I know who you're
In
talking
his
about.
apartment. Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah, that place. And fucking I still drive by it all the time and get a little heartburn from the cigarettes and all that. But Jack always used Brock Lesnar, and we always just yell Brock smash while he was using him. And we used to always be like, dude, if Brock Lesnar wanted to butt fuck you, like there's literally nothing you could do.
Yep.
Like literally nothing. And
Yeah,
anybody that you call
that...
for help, and if anybody's around watching, unless they're armed, like they're not helping you.
Because like even if they saw it and they wanted to stop it, what are they gonna do?
Dude,
they're gonna pull him off you? I doubt it.
I would want to. I would want to stop it for you. I would want to save you.
Yeah, dude.
But there's just not much I can do.
Like you could get a running start and still not beat them over. And there's a couple people like that. Dwight Howard, probably that. Anthony Davis, the bitch, and he'll be done. Jones, Francis, Tyson Fury. If they're on top of you, there's just...
Yeah, dude. Rest in peace to you.
Most NFL linemen.
Yeah, well, I do apologize for missing the Dwight Howard chat. So we're here though. We're here now. So what are we doing? You're in the middle of picking some games this
we're
week,
just we're cruising through the lines. We saw one funny one we had to visit that I just let sit up, so I'll show that to you. Look at this Dallas Giants spread.
God damn it. Is that 18 and a half or 16?
16. I'm sorry.
I see the 17 and a half, but yeah, okay.
16th. 16 and a half points. That is,
damn, dude.
I mean, that's not like the biggest of all time, obviously. But
they got this DeVito kid playing for sure. Yeah, that's bad. I mean, I would assume that's the lock of the week, right? Dallas over New York. That's got to be.
I mean, I honestly, I would not even bet this game. Like, just given
Yeah.
how big that line is, you got to think Dallas is probably going to score 21 in the first half and not play the rest of the game.
Maybe you saw what they did to the Rams.
That's true. That's actually a really good point. They did dismantle them.
Yeah, they like to run that shit up because they suck, dude. So whenever they get a chance to do that, anytime Dak gets the chance to look like a capable quarterback, they're gonna go for it, baby.
Yeah.
God damn, I gotta let me clear my throat. But
Yeah, baby.
yeah, dude, that's an ugly game. All right, so what were you on? So the Browns. So
Yeah.
we'll talk. I guess we'll end on the Browns. We'll get into them more after we pick the games.
Yeah. I
Did you
was
talk? What are
talking.
the Cavs doing right now?
So the Cavs. I just.
You fucking dick.
Yeah.
Let me clear my throat. Oh, okay. So we're down 5.
Yeah.
A minute 50 to go. Yeah, OKC is going to be a toughie. I was just before I got on here, I was watching. Well, I woke up from my little after work fucking coma, trying to get rid of some of this headache. And New York's Spurs are on ESPN right now. Looks like they're closing the gap a little bit, 54-38. But it was ugly when I got on here, and New
Yeah,
York
I saw
was
the
running.
Spurs. We talked about. We actually did a basketball check right after Dwight before we started doing this.
Damn, dude, you're just on top of it, and I just missed it all.
Baby, we just been moving. We've been talking. Just talking into the
We're
ether.
moving
Um,
and grooving.
there's nothing quite like talking and knowing that nobody is listening to you, but you're still like talking to people. That's a
Dude, it's all
wonderful
right.
feeling.
Yeah, we got 13 views on yesterday's episode on YouTube so far.
Oh
So,
no shit. Hey,
fuck you gonna tell me? You gonna
it's
tell me
more than zero.
more than 0, bitch? We're out here.
Uh,
All
the
right. So
games. I'll start with the
so
top.
where did you? Yeah. So let's just kind of we can go through these two quickly because these are
I
both. I
thought,
mean, tomorrow is a criminal.
yeah, it is.
Tomorrow is criminal. Like, get fucking real if you think that. Like, I told you I had to pick up Shan's nieces tomorrow. Thank God, because like this is bad. Like, are you who the fuck? Even if Justin Fields was healthy,
Which he's not.
like, which he's not, like, it's too early for these. Like, they're jumping the guns on, like, because you know what it was. It was Justin Field versus Bryce Young. Like, this was,
Absolutely.
this was supposed to be in their heads. They thought this was gonna hit. Nope.
Yeah, this is gonna be
Like,
trash.
this is trash, dude.
I saw a stat the other day that games in the NFL, so that's Thursday night, Sunday night, and Monday night. It was something like 70% have hit the under of the scoring spread that's actually into the game. And it's actually wild. That means 7 out of 10 times they're scoring less points in that game combined than Vegas thinks.
Yeah. Well, that's yeah. And I think this is 40. I think this is probably going to be another one.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, chat, I wouldn't pick a team if I were you, but I put money on the under.
Yeah, I don't even I don't like this game at all.
Sucks.
I would stay far away from that.
Germany game
I
sucks.
think I would Indy. Oh, so where is this at?
This is the second or third Germany game.
Germany. Okay, so we're gonna go under here for sure because I mean, look, if Kansas City and Miami can barely put up whatever the fuck they put up, I mean, that was a rough game.
Yeah,
And
dude.
if those
It's
two,
tough.
if they couldn't get a shootout going in that one, I think this is going to be ugly too, to be completely honest. And I would stay far away from this. I guess I agree with them that the Colt. I guess the Colts should be the 1.1.5 favorites.
Yeah, that's who I would take, but I don't feel good about it.
I don't know. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't feel good about that either.
I'm a
Yeah, that's an ugly fuck. God damn, dude. Can we get some real? I saw some people on. I saw some people online.
dude.
Are you going? You know what, Restream? I'm real getting sick of you. But
Yeah.
I saw a bunch of Browns fans saying that like it's time for the Browns to get a overseas game, and I'm like, I don't. Why do we want that? Like, I don't
Yeah.
want
Why
that.
would you give one of our games, like home games? That's what they take from you. They don't take an away game. They take a home game and they move it.
Yeah. Well, who? Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it would depend on somebody gets an away game though, right? Or do they both
Yeah,
lose
but
home games?
well, if it's so yeah, obviously there's an away team there, but for
Yeah.
your franchise to get a international game, they don't take from the away; they take from your home. So
Hopefully,
you,
we
if
would get.
lose a
Yeah.
one. So many fucking tickets. Like I don't know why the hell.
Yeah. Well, let's not do that because those games are AIDS. All right, so Tennessee, Tampa Bay. I'm putting my fucking faith in Tampa Bay last week, made it my lock of the week, and they lost to Josh
Good game.
Dobbs, right? Was it
No, no,
Dobbies?
no, no. That was Houston. Houston, Tampa.
Houston, yeah. CJ
That was a
Stroud,
good game.
who's CJ Stroud has got a fucking just a warhammer cock. He is unbelievable. OHIO, baby. Ohio State. He is one of the fucking few Ohio State. I mean, he might already be the best Ohio State quarterback ever. Like, this is unreal. I mean, I guess if you're going to call it Joe Burrow, I guess you could consider him, but I think he's more LSU. He never really played at Ohio State. So,
Right.
I mean, CJ Stroud is unfucking real. Kid is ridiculous. Carolina's got to be sick because Bryce Young is not it. And, oops, pretty much. They traded up to take that. I'm pretty sure they traded up to get that pick. So yeah, they did. So God damn it, Carolina. Because here's the thing, like I don't have anything against Carolina. I don't like Houston really. I mean, like whatever. Just a poverty
After
franchise.
what they did to Deshaun.
Yeah, we exactly. We don't need to get into that because I my blood pressure will rise. Um, but yeah, fuck Houston for sure. But Carolina, like I've always kind of like I don't root for them, but like I it'd be cool to see them be good again.
Yeah,
Like it would have been cool to see
absolutely.
CJ go there and ball and I didn't like them picking up Miles Sanders because I mean I've been an Eagles fan, I'm also an Eagles fan, so I've been watching them forever, and I could have told you that Miles Sanders was just a product of that. I mean, Miles Sanders looked rough even in that system sometimes,
Yeah.
so I thought that was kind of a bad pickup.
Well, and their running game has gotten a little bit better in the recent weeks, but that's
Yeah,
really Hubbard,
Chuba, yeah,
not
for
Miles.
sure. Yeah,
Um,
Chuba's nice. I mean, he's not great, but he's definitely, I think, a step up.
he's
Um,
serviceable. He's doing okay.
he's serviceable, and Adam Thielen's having a goddamn year, dude. So it's,
Yeah.
it's he is having a hell of a year. But yeah, I think
Speaking of that,
I
oh sorry,
no, I was just gonna say they got to be sick because C.J. Stroud is just
the real deal. That's what he
Him and
is.
Tank Dell are gonna be a problem for a long time.
Yes, they are.
DeAndre
Um,
Hopkins called Tank Dell a stud today.
oh, did he? I didn't see that.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah,
Which is true. You're right,
yeah.
DeAndre. I want to talk about the Minnesota game, not because it'd be good, but I think this is something that you can put some money on. Um, I feel that New Orleans is probably going to win this game.
To win the game.
Think that. I know that Josh Dobbs
Mm-hmm.
did the impossible last week, but
Mm-hmm.
I think he has struggled a lot this year with a team in Arizona with the Cardinals, right? He's been
Mm-hmm.
pedestrian. He's had good weeks. He's had done some good things, but he has a lot of limitations to his game. And the only reason that Minnesota was winning the game, and I know they won last week with Josh. I understand that. I think that was special. I think it was awesome to watch, but I don't know that he can replicate that.
Yeah, no, I agree. Um, I agree that I think, and so New Orleans got a pretty good defense too. I think that's
That yeah.
I think that Josh Dobbs is as impressive as that was. I don't know if did you talk about that yet?
No, I haven't.
Um, he is. Look, Josh Dobbs. I was telling. I kind of said this yesterday during the game or during the our show, the regular episode that while I was in Cleveland, the Browns fans were like watching that score, like they were like paying attention to the Vikings game because like Josh Dobbs is is just like a legend there already. Like everywhere he goes, people love him. He is just incredible. I mean, the fact
He's
that
just
he
a
is,
good person.
dude, and what he did last week, I mean, regardless of what he does the rest of the year, what he did last week cannot be undersold. Like that man
10,000%.
literally, I mean, like they're showing him on the sideline going over his snap count with the center right before he goes in. Never took a practice snap, never took any of that shit. He's almost getting delays of games because they're breaking down the plays to him in his headset, and he goes out there and drops 31. And he had that rushing touchdown, which was sick.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
dude, Josh Dobbs is a warrior. Like, that is one of the most impressive things I've ever seen was him going in there.
Astronaut deserves
Past
all
or
of his
not, baby.
flowers. But like I don't think I don't see it replicating. I hope it does. I'd love to be wrong. We've seen a lot of Josh Dobbs in the league, and man, I'll be rooting for him. And either way, that's that. I will be wanting him to win and beat the Saints.
Yeah, but I'm with you, though. I definitely think New Orleans is
It's only
going to
two and
win
a
this
half.
game.
Like I feel like when you're playing your third string quarterback that you just hired literally 2 weeks ago.
You mentioned Jefferson coming back, right? Because Justin Jefferson will be back this week, too.
Yes. I
Which
didn't
I
say
think
those
could be
definitive.
nice. But, yeah, well, he's activated, so I think he's probably going to be back, honestly.
Officially.
Yeah.
That's right. I said that you should monitor that if he comes back. I think it's unfortunate Addison owners and TJ Hawkinson owners because Josh he's limited. Like we said multiple times, he's going to get the ball to Jefferson, but has other pieces really.
Yeah, or I it could be good for those other guys because Addison didn't really get. He only had like 4 or 5 targets this last week, and I think he was operating as the one. All those young other guys, the
KJ
underneath
or
throws
not
and stuff.
KJ.
Those were the guys that were getting the. So I could definitely see it. I could obviously see it to where like he hyper targets Justin Jefferson because he's a goddamn sure thing almost every time. But I could also see a world where they double Jefferson. He doesn't feel comfortable throwing it to him, and you're getting a lot of like cross the middle slants to Addison or dump offs to Madison or because Madison's the only. They just lost Cam Akers for the year, so
Oops.
it's second torn ACL I think or Achilles, right? Achilles.
I can't. Whatever it was, it's the second injury that he's had.
Yeah,
and it was not good.
Exactly. It's not good. So. Yeah, they're definitely being limited. And like I said, the Saints defense is pretty good. Alvin Kamara had a little bit of a down week this last week, so I think look for him to come back into the action this week. I hope. But yeah, this is a good one to bet on. I would definitely bet. You said you would take the plus 2.5 or minus 2.5.
Yeah. I would take New Orleans here.
Yeah. Okay. I like it. All right. So moving on from here, we've got.
Yeah. San Fran, Jacksonville. I talked a lot about this game already. I think this might be a game of the week contender, and I don't want to bet this because I just want to watch. I don't feel confident either way. San Fran has looked so bad this past couple weeks that they just came up a bye, so you expect Kyle Shanahan to get it. But like, based what they lost to us. They lost to shit. Who else did they lose to? Mm-hmm. They lost to the Browns and they lost to
Cincinnati, I believe.
Oh, that's right. Cincinnati. But they've just played very poorly before the bye, and Jacksonville has looked good, but I think if I look at 6-2, and I was surprised that they're 6-2 because I think they haven't really dominated yet.
Yeah,
that's how I feel.
Yeah, and I don't know how I feel about this one. I mean, it's definitely gonna be a good game. I don't know who. I don't know. I definitely think they're going to go over the 40. I think that's maybe not. I don't know. I mean, they're going to have so Chase Young's going to make his
right?
debut for the or for the Niners. You know, it's gonna be good. You know, I don't know. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars have been pretty up and down. We got 1-2 at home. They said they're 6-2 on the year, but you know
Surprising.
they they look beatable. And I mean, Travis Etienne has been unreal.
Yeah.
So shout out to him. But yeah, this is a good game. This should be definitely one of the games of the week. I think I would go. I think I would pick San Fran here. I think they're going to get back on track. I think they're good, and I think they're that good. I think that I don't know if I believe all the they've been figured out talk. I just think that you know, if what one of well, I guess they had Purdy for all those weeks, but
It's a
didn't they?
long
Did they have
season, dude.
Purdy?
You know.
Did they have
Yeah.
Purdy for all the losses?
No. Well, one I think.
Okay. Because I know
So
he's
there's
been throwing interceptions and stuff. Like he's definitely
yeah.
looked a little more pedestrian. Because I mean, he went from like never losing to a regular season game to us monkey fucking him, and
Oops.
that was that. But yeah, good
Yeah.
game on this one. This next game though, not so much.
Lock of the week. Lock of the week,
This
dog.
next game is absolute ass. I I'm gonna go. The Steelers are gonna win this game. I mean, you
Yeah,
just
dude.
know they're going to. Mike Tomlin is not gonna lose this game. Mike Tomlin is so fucking good, and I just don't understand it. I mean, he's so good at at his job, and I mean, he is just dragging this team to 5-3. It is unbelievable because this team is not good. You've got Kenny Pickett sucks. I mean, you've got George Pickens, who is throwing a fit, can't be happy for anybody. Deontay Johnson finally gets. I love Deontay Johnson. I hate that he's a Steeler. I really like Deontay Johnson. Najee Harris is trash. You know, it's just I don't understand.
But
You
he
know,
wins
I do
games.
like, but he wins fucking games, and the Packers look like dog shit. Jordan Love started out hot. We drafted
Ass.
him in Yahoo. Jordan Love is not on our roster anymore, in case you were wondering, because he's dog shit. So he is a free agent in the league, sitting down there. I don't even think when you click on the QB tab on Yahoo, he's not even one of the three faces they show you. So big oops there. Christian Watson is a bust. I've been saying that. I'm so glad we didn't take him. We almost the front office and I were during our Yahoo draft stared, and I remember Stuart's here. I remember that we were like debating. We didn't know whether we were going to take him or Michael Pittman, and thank God we took Michael Pittman in the
Yeah.
Yahoo draft because
No
Christian
doubt about it.
Watson. I think all the talent is there for Christian Watson, but one, he can't stay healthy. He's never healthy, and two, I just don't think he can get open. Like he's a talented guy, but fuck, dude, he just never gets open.
Well, and I think even when he does get open, I mean Jordan Love can't seem to get him. Um, it's bad there in Green Bay. They need to strip it all down and restart. Um, and yeah, this game's easy. I said take Pittsburgh. You have to.
Take Pittsburgh and take the under is what I'm taking here.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Um,
All right, so then moving
let's
on
save
here, we
this
got
one
okay. So then
because
moving
we'll
on
do a
from that
Cleveland
one, if we're
special.
saving that, we're gonna do Houston, Cincinnati. Look, I think that CJ had a great week last week. I think CJ probably has a pretty good week this week. Cincinnati's not very dominating on the defensive side, but Joe Burrow is back right now, and I think
Yes, he
that.
is.
But I think it does depend on my pick could very well change on this if they don't have T Higgins or Jamar, because I saw that Jamar didn't practice today, and I
That's
saw
right.
that T Higgins got added to the injury report too.
Oh,
So
did he?
yeah, so if they don't have either one, which I would highly doubt that at least one of them doesn't play. Like I would assume Jamar Chase plays. You're probably going to get one of them, but if for some reason he is without both of those guys, I think I would then. I think I'm obviously going Houston here. I think that would
Yeah,
be.
give me the 6.5. Easy.
Give me the 6.5. Like I almost want to say give me the 6.5 anyway, but like I said, Joe Burrow at home. They're doing that striped fucking thing now, where they just look like you're walking into. I mean, dude, that place looks so sick, striped up like a tiger.
Yeah.
But I like the over here is probably good. This is probably going to be a shootout.
I 100% agree. And I think even okay, if one of them doesn't play, I think I would take the points with Houston anyway. They look good, dude. Forum PJ looks like a boss. They're playing against a relatively soft defense in Cincy, like you said, and we've seen CJ can handle a shootout, dog. He
Oh
can. You
yeah,
know,
I
he
mean,
might lose the game. Like the Bengals will win this game, but it wouldn't be surprising to me if it's like a 32-28 kind of game, or something along those lines where it's close, but since he definitely walks away with the W.
yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, this is a good game. This to me, this besides Cleveland Baltimore, this is probably my game of the week right here.
Yeah, dude, it's a
This
good
is going to
pick.
be good. I'm very excited. The Sunday's going to be good. I can't wait for Sunday.
Yeah, dude.
All right, so yeah, I'm going to go Cincinnati here
Oh, sorry.
tentatively, just because of we don't know what's going to happen the rest of the way.
Yeah,
All
we'll see
right,
who
so
plays.
Detroit Chargers. So this one today I picked, or I was dropping defenses in one of the leagues, one of the little free leagues, and I was trying to decide what. Look, I want to say that this is like the Detroit. I don't know. I'm more torn on this one than I am San Francisco and whoever the fuck we were just talking about a second ago.
Yeah,
Um,
Jags.
Jags, because this is. I want to say the Chargers at home is a good pick. I mean, they're the underdogs, but Detroit is so nasty. But dude, we have seen I feel like we've seen Detroit. The two losses that Detroit has. One of them, that Ravens loss, was ugly, and they were in
It was.
Baltimore. High scoring offense, and when you got a guy like Justin Herbert, even though they look rough, like they've still got Justin Herbert, they've still got Keenan Allen, they've still got Austin Eckler, they've still got an offense that at any time could put the shit together and drop 40 on you.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I want to say that off the top of the head, I think Detroit wins this game. I like the -3. I like the over. I mean, 50. I think that's 49. That's probably good. This is probably gonna be a shootout too. Um,
Yeah. I think
I don't know.
for
Probably
me,
stay away from this
I
one.
would smash at that's 100% what I was getting ready to say. I would not touch this game with a 10-foot pole betting wise. And if I was going to do anything, I would smash the almost upset of the week and say that the Chargers either win this game or make it extremely close,
Yeah,
to where that
for
3
sure.
points that doesn't even matter. And I don't want any part of this game. I'll watch it while it's on red zone and stuff and stay with it and be interested. But
Yeah, get
both
this.
teams like on here,
Yeah, for sure. All right.
Atlanta,
So going on
Arizona.
here I am. I'm gonna just my bold pick of the week right here. Arizona is gonna get their second win this week. They or no, were they
Ooh,
four? Were they 1-8? Yeah, no, they're 1-8. Yeah, they're getting their second win this week.
Kyler's back,
I'm
going to a dub.
Kyler's back. I think they're going to be. Dude, yeah, they're going to get the win this week. I think Kyler's going to ball out this week. I think Atlanta. I think that like this is going to be. What are they the favorites at -1.5?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, give me Arizona at +1.5. And give me the under here. I just think this is going to be. I don't think. I think Kyler. He might not ball out, but I think he's going to be like it's gonna be obvious, like even like so it's like with the Browns thing, like even when Deshaun's in the game and say he's not playing like the deadliest Deshaun Watson you can ever see, you look at the numbers when he's in the game compared to when he's not into the game, and it's just completely different. And I think
Yep.
that's going to be the same exact situation here, where you are going to look at this game and be like, okay, Marquise Brown is now an effective wide receiver again. You've got a dude that can hit the plays. You got a guy that fits the scheme now.
Yep.
With the Rondale, they're trying to do these Rondale. They were running Rondale Moore out of the backfield on Sunday, and I'm like, dude, you got Clayton Tune in there. Like everyone knows that when he's in the backfield, he's just going to get the ball. Like with Kyler, you don't know who's going to get the ball. He could pull the ball out and run with the
Yeah.
ball, take off with it. Clayton Tune's not taking off with the ball.
Well, and
So,
if you
I
just take
think
off
that
the first person, not at least with Kyler,
right.
he has some kind of a brain, can make some reads and make a decision that might not be the number one on the play. Um,
Yeah.
I definitely don't hate that pick.
I'm
I
going Arizona here.
I feel like Arizona wants to lose though.
Yeah, but
Like
Kyler doesn't.
that's true. That's big facts. Um, yeah, I
Last
don't
time
know.
Tyler was on the field, they were questioning whether he could read a playbook. So I think it's probably time he and
The one
everybody,
thing,
the joke's already out. He's literally coming back 3 days after the new Call of Duty drops. So the
yeah,
joke's already out there. I think this is going to be a good game. I think Arizona's going to win this game. I'm standing on that. I'm confident.
parting gift here is fuck Arthur Smith.
Yeah, good thing he thought shaving his mustache could do anything, and then he gets up there today. And, like, just say you don't know how to use B. John Robinson. We don't need a 5-minute fucking explanation.
Yeah,
That was the saddest thing I'd ever seen today. Him talking for actually five more than 5 minutes about why they don't use him in the red zone.
you
Like,
don't
it's
explain
just
yourself, Coach.
you're wrong.
Yeah, he is, but like even if I was him, I would just double down and be like, I'm the one in the job. Fuck you guys,
Dude. I would just I don't know. He's an
ugly
idiot.
talk about
Well,
New
this
York
is
Giants
lock of the week. Lock of the week for me. Dallas is going to win this game. There's
over
no way.
Arizona.
So I think Arizona is not. I wouldn't say Arizona's my. Okay, so I'm guaranteeing they're going to win it. But I guess I have two locks. Like I think this is my I can't. This is my absolute guarantee of the week. But like I just think Arizona's going to win that game. But if I had to like put my official, who I think 100% no doubt about it, it's obviously this one. This DeVito kid is going to get molested. Stay far away from the over or the over, not the over under, the spread. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
if that, I don't know. I mean, you never know. I mean, the Browns, I remember looking at they were like 17.5-point favorites, I think, at one point, or like something stupid. I think maybe it's just 11.5. But like I remember being like, dude, I'm gonna bet that the Browns win this game because we were in Ohio and sport betting. So I kept betting that the Browns were gonna win, but that Arizona Cardinals were gonna keep it within 11, and then we just got to 20 and 27. So this might be
Nice.
ugly.
Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I would not pick. I mean, if you're gonna bet and say that Dallas is gonna win, like I don't even know what odds you're gonna get there, but I wouldn't even take the Giants. Like it's so bad when you can have 17 points and you're like as an NFL franchise, it's like, I'm not sure you can keep it within that.
Yeah.
Fuck that game.
Lock of
So
the week, baby.
Washington, Seattle. I think this has the opportunity to be a good game. Both teams have looked weird this year. Washington has looked good at times. They played Philly hard. But they've also, they're 4-5. They have lost a lot of games. Sam Howell at times looks fine. Run game looks okay. Antonio Gibson and Brian Robinson pretty well. But they just traded both of their starting defensive ends, and it's hard to get pressure. And I know they did last week, which was insane. But I don't feel good about the Washington right now, the Washington Commanders. And Seattle has looked okay. DK, Tyler Lockett, JSN, they've been all right. The run game has looked good in the beginning of the year. Down a little. Charbonnet, they played some tough defenses too, so maybe give them a little bit of a pass. But I feel pretty good about Seattle, even with the -6 here. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I think Seattle wins the game. I don't know. This is another one I probably stay away from. I really don't. -6. Taylor Heineke's playing there now, right? Or no,
No.
that's in
Says Sam Howell.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Sam Howell, yeah.
Sam
I
Howell.
like Sam Howell. I think Sam Howell. I don't think he's I don't think he's. They're like, oh, they think they have their franchise quarterback. I don't know about all that, but I think he plays hard. This could be a good game. I would pick Seattle to win this game, but I don't know if they cover by 6. I think they could win this by like a field goal or something. I really do.
I don't
So
hate
I'll go Seattle on here, but that's about it.
And look at this prime time Sunday night football matchup.
Yeah, this is awful.
Can you believe it?
I don't know. I mean,
This might be
the
the
only
worst
thing that's
time.
no, it's not. The worst prime time of the game of the year is happening tomorrow.
Yeah, good point. This is pretty bad still, though.
I don't see. Here's the thing. I mean, it is a bad game, but at least we have. Okay, it's
Without
better
Josh
than it was a
McDaniels.
week ago.
Yeah,
Like
with no Josh
we have
McDaniels.
we have a Raiders team that everyone's wanting to watch. Not want because they're talented, but everybody wants to see what's going to happen. I mean, they go out and just fucking tear ass this last week under Antonio Pierce. They're all puffing fucking Biggie cigars in the locker room. They're fucking. I mean, they're showing out. I mean, they've got their practice. I don't know if you read about how Antonio Pierce got the practice squad
Thank
on the
you.
fucking sidelines.
Yes, I love it.
Dude,
Do you
this
see him
guy,
defend it
this
too?
guy, yeah, yeah, fuck it. This guy is got them wanting to play. So I think the storyline around this game is a little bit better with as far as like, this new guy this O'Connell kid starting, who apparently a lot of people in the organization wanted to be the starter from the get-go. There's that story coming out this week that only Josh McDaniels wanted Jimmy Garoppolo, and he, everybody else told him no, but he did it anyway. And this is who they wanted to start. So now you got this kid, you got the coach that everyone wants to play for. You got Devontae Adams is happy. This is a better game than it would have been 2 weeks ago. And now you got the Jets, who, dude, the Jets don't look bad. Like they looked kind of shitty this past weekend, but like before that, they've had some good games. And what's his face has been showing up on prime time. So I think it could be worse. Yeah. Zach's been there, and every time we see the Jets play, we get to see fucking Aaron Rodgers now throw bombs off his. Aaron Rodgers can be back in like 3 weeks. It's unreal. Like it's
Dude, he comes back this year, and it's not like week 15, week 17. I'm going to be so mind blown.
I'm going to be mind blown if he comes back in week 17. Like, what the fuck?
It's
You guys
true.
like 40.
Yeah.
It's just,
I do agree that
this could have been.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I do agree that Antonio Pierce makes this game have a good story. Anytime I can see Zach Wilson go out there and try, I'm always down to do it. I might have been a little hyperbolic with the worst prime game, because you're right. Tomorrow is definitely worse. And Max Crosby is a monster and fun to watch. So,
yes, he is, and that's another guy that got everybody. Did you see him almost drop the N-word in that video last week?
Yeah, Max, come on, dog. I know you got the invitation.
He's honorary,
barbecue.
dude. He's honorary. I just think it's funny that they didn't like reshoot the video. I thought it was funny that they left that in there. Like he's so obviously wanted to say
invitation.
It. Yeah.
He's got the invitation, but like, don't be.
Did he get everyone hyped up after that win? Like, yeah, it's not going to be great. I mean, I'm not excited for this, that's for sure. And then Monday night's not bad. Now we got Russ playing a little better.
Yeah, dude, this is
obviously Buffalo. Yeah, Buffalo is Jesus. I mean, they're obviously beatable. Josh Allen looked like dog shit in the first half of the game against the Bengals, and then came back out and then did Josh Allen shit in the second half. Turned out to be a really good game. Still lost, but this is probably a get. I mean, Denver's defense isn't bad. Russ is playing good. I don't like -7.5. That's for sure.
I was gonna say
I think Denver keeps it.
I think I could take the 7.5 and say that Buffalo wins this game. Denver keeps it within that 7.5, and it's just interesting.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go over that too. Honestly, I think the over is good. Yeah, this is like a 31-27 game. I don't know. Yeah, this is a good one. I like Monday night. Denver, it's good to see Russ back a little bit. It's good to see them kind of playing and doing their thing. So, but I agree. I think I'd go Buffalo here, and then I'd probably pick Denver to cover the 7.5. So,
I hear that. You want to talk some Browns?
Yeah, let's talk some Browns before we fucking hop on out of here. Let's get onto this. So, Browns coming off the most dominating win of the year for anybody. I mean, this is a historic shutout. I mean, dude, this is it was like the worst game for the Cardinals since like the 50s. So they are just playing out of their fucking mind. It was a beautiful game to have right before we rolled into this one. But this is game of the week for me. I mean, Baltimore, the second time we've played them, we did not have Deshaun the first time. I believe it was.
That is correct.
I think DTR. That was the DTR game.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kevin. On that one, that was so. This is the second time they've played. First time Browns lost. They didn't have Deshaun. Baltimore has not slowed down at all since then. They're easily the best team in the AFC North right now. It's hard to say they're not. They're 7-2. Lamar's playing great. Their defense is playing great. They're like right behind us in defense. They actually passed us in rankings for a week or two. I don't know if they're actually still above us or not, but
I'm not sure
it'd be
either. But
hard to imagine if they're front. I mean, after what we just did, Clayton Tune or not, like you said, that team is. I mean, that's an NFL team, and for you to hold them to 58 yards total
this is a
is
team the 27 on the Baltimore
without
defense.
Clayton Tune.
Without, it was with Josh Dobbs, but still,
That's a big
27.
step though.
Yeah, 27 points though. I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
but Josh Dobbs just put up 31 points with no days of practice.
I'm with you.
You got to
Did he
remember
score
that
all
Josh
those
Dobbs.
touchdowns? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they were all offensive touchdowns.
Okay. Well, I knew they were all. Well, I didn't know that, but I didn't know if that rookie they had in there before actually scored anything or not.
No,
Okay.
he came out like pretty quick. So I think that the Clayton Tune thing's a real thing. I mean, we played 5th round rookie, but like let's quit acting like what we did is not just. I mean, that was domination.
100% agree.
Utter fucking dominated. His QBR was 1.4. Like that's ignorant.
Yeah. Well, we let up 58 yards or something the whole game.
Yeah, they averaged 1 yard a play.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
So our defense is playing top tier. Baltimore's defense is playing top tier. I mean, this is game of the week. I mean, Cleveland. This is a huge game for Cleveland. The pressure is on Cleveland in this game. Pressure's on Deshaun. I think this is a huge legacy game.
This is like this. This isn't right. Like this is how good are we actually?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think that it does kind of hurt that. We just lost our start. I mean, I know Jed's whatever. I saw they're going to move Dewan to left tackle more than likely, and what's this? I forget, Hudson or whatever might be playing right tackle or something. But Dewan's is kind of beat up. I think it just depends on. I agree. I mean, this is probably the healthiest we're going to be all year, barring anything happening this year. Obviously we don't have Nick Chubb still, but. I think that this is Deshaun has to come in and play well in this game. This is a I think this is a legacy game as far as like his obviously this is not like his make or break for his Cleveland career, but I think this is like a huge moment in the Cleveland career where this could be like if he wins this game and then 4 years down the line we look back and like this is going to be one of those like statement wins of his of his Brown tenure.
100% agree.
So I think this is a huge game. He said being in Cleveland this last week, dude, like they won it. I mean, obviously we always knew they wanted it, but like the feeling around this team in Cleveland, like there is hope in Cleveland, and like this, dude, it was unreal. So Cleveland needs to come out. Deshaun looked good. We need Deshaun to play clean. I watched his press conference today. He's starting to look confident again.
Definitely.
But it's going to be a tough one. I mean, our defense has to show up. Our defense is liable for big plays, and if anybody can pull off big plays, it's Lamar Jackson. So,
we can't be this game. I think that this is probably the most important game that we'll play all year. Calling it a legacy game. It could not matter. I'm not even saying that we have to win this game, but we need to be competitive. And I understand they have a very good chance of going deep in the playoffs. And we are on the cusp of in the playoffs. I think it's if the season and more AFC North teams would be in the playoffs.
It's fucking unreal.
That is unreal. That never happened in the NFL. And there's a 6% chance that it happens anyway by the end of the year if certain things break right. That's what I saw a little tweet about that today. 6.7% chance it happens anyway. I don't know if I could be more excited to watch this game. I thoroughly hope that Deshaun comes out and plays the way that we know he can play. I think if he played like he did last week, I think we would lose. But I think we'd keep it competitive. But I know there's another gear that Deshaun has that I've been waiting to see,
dude.
And this is where it comes out.
We saw it in Tennessee. Here's the thing: like I think people
I agree
to understand that like he's not had any like stability. Like he's been hurt. He's not had, he puts it all together in Tennessee. He gets hurt. He comes back too early. Everybody gets on his ass. Like obviously he couldn't throw the ball, and then he looks a little rough last week. I mean, of course, the first half he looked good, but that second half, like unreal. Like wasn't missing throws.
No doubt.
Like it's unreal. And once he gets the accuracy going, there are a few people that are more accurate. The guy is, I mean, just dimes everywhere. And I just think that like you have, and like the whole time that guy behind me was like, oh dude, look. I'm like, bro, you have to understand that like this guy has played in the last 2 years, 3 years of his life. He has not played almost any consistent form of football. It has always been like last year. You sit out for 10 fucking, you've sat out a whole year, then you sit out 10 weeks or whatever it was. You come back, you get thrown into the fire from a non-playoff team, Browns, last year, and you look rough, and everybody gets on your ass. Well, of course he looks rough. He hasn't played football in a year. And then he comes into a team that he hasn't been able to really practice around because he wasn't even allowed into the goddamn building until halfway through his suspension. So he's had no time with these guys. He comes in and looks rough. Whatever. Comes in this year, starts off rough because, again, he hasn't really had any consistency in football. He finally gets a real off season, comes in, gets hurt. In the best, he finally puts it all together, almost 300. He would have had 300 yards and 3 touchdowns in that game if the Amari Cooper didn't get called out of bounds on that play. That would have put him over 300 yards. And that makes me sick because he was robbed of his first 303 touchdown game with the Browns because whoever standing on the sideline couldn't see that Amari Cooper was fucking 5 feet inbounds. So he puts it all together. He looks great, gets hurt. And then now we're at where we're at, like I just said. He comes back. He tries to come back too early. He admits he comes back to it. But he has not played like 3 weeks of good football, like when he's feeling himself since he's been in Houston. He has not had that once here. And I think if he can put together this one, he's healthy. He wasn't on, I was expecting him to be on the injury report this week. Maybe not like because he's injured, but like, maybe taking off practice the first couple days of the week, like rehabbing the shoulder, getting it ready for a big game. Nothing. He's not on the injury report. Full practice starting in the week. Like, that is a great sign. And I just think that, like, let Deshaun Watson get 3 games in a row where he is not battling an injury. He's not battling rust. And I might sound like a fucking apologist here, but like, it's just like, dude, I just fail to see where he's actually had like a fair shot yet at being the Cleveland Browns quarterback. So.
No, I mean, I don't disagree with you. And this is a big game. That's what I can say. This is a big game. Deshaun has everything trending in the right direction, and I hope he comes. Doesn't. That's okay too. Let's just be competitive. You know what I mean? Because last week is a perfect example. He had some really bad throws, and he had absolute dimes. This is the deep ball quarterback that we thought we were getting. And I understand that both can be true. You can be a little inaccurate at times, but when a game like this comes around, it's do you step up or do you
I can't hear anything you're saying, bub.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're breaking up.
Oh, well, okay, I was just saying this is Deshaun's time, and he needs to seize it.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I just think that, like I said, I think that people have got to give him some time. I mean, I just think that, like, people are like, oh, like they look at it and they're like, oh, he's been here. Look at all this time he's been here. And it's like, dude, it's that he has not played either. He's just not been healthy. Like, it's just if anybody thought he was going to come back last year and ball, I mean, sorry, that wasn't going to happen. And then
it wasn't feasible to think that.
And then he comes back this year. He plays 3 games. 2 of them, one of them he looks, 2 of them he looks decent to, like, he definitely looks rusty, but he only looks, decent. And then he plays week 3, balls the fuck out, and then he gets hurt. So I mean, like, it's like, I mean, like, you look at those numbers. This is what I've been sending the group, the group chat all week. When he's healthy, 4-1. You know what I'm saying? He's got a QBR over like 100. I mean, the guy's fucking balling. You just gotta give him some time. And like I said, I don't think he made very many inaccurate passes after the first half. I think once he started using his feet and he got hit once or twice and he realized that the shoulder was going to hold up, I think I think that is when I think he settled in, and I think he looked just fine. The all three Amari throws, dimes, I mean, and you got to think, like, even a couple weeks ago, last week before, he looked
or 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago when he,
3. Oh fuck. Sorry.
whenever he hit that pass to, where did he hit that to? Was it Marquise Goodwin? Was it in that game where he threw it down the middle and missed him?
Yeah.
Well, it hit him right in the fucking hands, and Marquise Brown dropped it. That's the play he got a concussion on. Maybe that was this week. I don't know, but either way, like,
I don't remember.
He's got a lot of passes that have been dropped too, but the low passes has been a problem. But I just think that he just needs to get in there and feel comfortable, which I think he is feeling comfortable now. I think he's starting to, every snap he takes, he's getting there, and I think this is gonna be, like I said, this is a big one. I think he knows that. I think the competitiveness is gonna come out this week. I think this is I hope we see Deshaun Watson this week, and I think we will.
I'm fucking excited, dude. I can tell you that.
So, but my prediction on this one, before we get out of here, or before we get done with this, is I'm definitely going to go. So I'm going to, we're +6. I'm going to go Browns. I mean, I'm picking Brownies here. I'm going to pick Browns by a field goal, by a dusty field goal.
Yeah, I'm with you. Give me the points.
I'm going to go, 24-21 Browns. That's mine. Yeah. That's my pick.
I think I'm going to go 21-17 Browns. I like your split there. I just think I don't know if it's going to be that much scoring, but we're close, obviously.
Yeah.
Dude, so can't fucking wait. Can't fucking wait.
This would be a good one. So we'll keep an eye on this, and then we'll swing back around in these next week, and we'll see where we're at. I know I'm 1-1 for my locks. Front office 2-0 on his.
Yeah, buddy.
So thanks a lot, Baker. You fuck. I can't believe. I mean, obviously CJ Stroud playing like that is unreal, but my God.
Yeah.
Oh well. So is there anything else that you want to cover before you got? I mean, I guess you did. You said you did a basketball check. Where hold on. What's the score right now? Let's do a quick one real quick. Oh yeah, we're down 13 at half, 70-57.
Gross.
Love that, dude. So yeah, Cavs OKC, not looking too good. Yeah,
I'm gonna watch that when we get out of here.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure, like always, don't forget to scan our socials up top and on the side. Make sure you follow us everywhere. Make sure you're definitely following us on YouTube, Kick, Twitter, TikTok and Instagram for sure, and then Kick and YouTube. So make sure you get those 4. Click the bell so you make sure you get notified when we go live. Also scan our store QR code. We got everything. We got Pushing Mongo merch in there. We got a bunch of shit. We also got our Chef merch in there, modified by Chef. 100% of our sales are going to Chef, and so no matter any money we make, whether you buy our merch or his merch, 100% of that money is going to Chef. We actually just sent off his first little installment to him this last week. So make sure you go buy one of those. If not, tell a friend. Also, we've been doing the Skate Laborious thing. Make sure you scan the Skate Laborious QR code. We've been showing this since we got up here. Since we started. So if you've been watching the show, you know what it's about. Skate Church in St. Louis burned down. We're trying to get it rebuilt. $1 million goal. I think they're hovering around 100,000. And then all the same places: Mission Taco, St. Louis Mattress, and the St. Louis City soccer team. All those places have got collaborations with the Skate Laborious Church right now, that if you buy that merchandise, that their collaborations, 100% of that goes to the rebuild. So make sure that you do that. Am I missing anything else here?
No, I think you got it.
All right. Well, on that note, you guys have a good weekend. Enjoy some football this weekend. You guys have try to enjoy that game tomorrow, or not. Try to find something to do. And then Sunday, enjoy Sunday. Have a good rest of your week. We will see you guys on Tuesday, 7 o'clock or 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central. Kick and YouTube. You guys have a great week. Thanks for joining us. Peace.
Here we go.